Massachusetts Division IV state champions, the Dartmouth High School Marching Band, Majorettes, Color Guard, and Cheerleaders. Performance under the direction of Ian Flint and Thomas Uncas. Assisted by Brandon Cartier, Tyler Kingsland, and John Souza. Color Guard flags and rifles supervised by Addison Caterli. Assisted by Anthony Cabral and Marla Cohen. Cheerleader supervised by Rebecca Braga. Band led by drum major Errol Gove. Dartmouth High School is proud to present the Dartmouth High School Marching Band. The band will perform the following music for pregame. Music from the movie Robin Hood, Fight, Our Boys Will Shine, and Glory to Dartmouth. Good evening and welcome to Dartmouth Memorial Stadium for what is a bittersweet night as we recognize our senior cheerleaders, football, and music students who are participating in their final home regular season game of their interscholastic careers. These student athletes and musicians have worked extremely hard during their 4 years, and we celebrate their accomplishments both on the field and in the classroom. We will first introduce our graduating cheerleaders, accompanied by their families. We have Jenna Brown, accompanied by her parents, Leisha and Scott. Kayla Esteves, accompanied by her parents, Bernadette and Tony. Captain Jenna Farrellan, accompanied by her parents, Elizabeth and Christian. Elizabeth Fagoni, accompanied by her host parent, Marco. Ella Houlihan, accompanied by her parents, Melissa and Kevin. Molly McKenna, accompanied by her parents, Katie and Sean. Dree Perry, accompanied by her mother, Laurel. Charlotte Ribeiro, accompanied by her parents, Raquel and Mario. Kate Sullivan, accompanied by her parents, Jerry and John. And now our Dartmouth senior football players. Number 3, Asante Aurora, accompanied by his parents, Jody and Lloyd. Number 5, Derek Stevens Jr., accompanied by his parents, Sheila and Derek. Number 6, Nathan Faria, accompanied by his parents, Heidi and Rick. Number 11, J.D. Johnson, accompanied by his mother, Kenya. Number 12, Captain Jackson Hart, accompanied by his parents, Deidre and Andrew. Number 13, Marcus Andrew, accompanied by his mother, Nicole. Number 14, Mason Igisoma, accompanied by his parents, Michelle and Romeo. Number 16, Adam Gomes, accompanied by his father, Mario. Number 21, Captain Ray Gramlich, accompanied by his mother, Rebecca. Number 50, Jack Della Costa, accompanied by his parents, Janice and Richard. Number 53, Captain Tom Quinn, accompanied by his parents, Emily and Peter. Number 54, Matt Palatroni, accompanied by his parents, Erica and Steve. Number 56, Aiden Carrero, accompanied by his parents, Ellen and Donarty. Number 59, Cameron Santos, accompanied by his parents, Jessica and Omar. Number 65, Isaiah Davidji, accompanied by his parents, Audrey and Russell. Number 66, Bryce Desiree, accompanied by his parents, Crystal and Brent. Number 67, Lucas Patello, accompanied by his parents, Colleen and Kevin. Number 73, Jason Rigo, accompanied by his parents, Amanda and Eric. Number 75, Jaden Claudio, accompanied by his parents, Brittany and Ryan. And number 77, Nicole Joseph, accompanied by his parents, Marie and Alex. And now our Dartmouth High School music students, band and color guard. Tyler Ferrera, accompanied by his parents, Corey and Tracy Ferrera. Savannah Riley, accompanied by Katia and Orlando Riley. Caden Oliveira, accompanied by Lucy and Al Oliveira. Kate Sylvia, accompanied by Fritha and Matthew Sylvia. Jared Correa, accompanied by his parents, Erica and Steve Correa. Benjamin Camacho, accompanied by his parents, Gina and Michael Camacho. Zachary Amaral, accompanied by his parents, Nelson and Patty Amaral. Brody De Silva, accompanied by his parents, Gina and Ryan De Silva. Levi Harrison, accompanied by his parents, Cassandra Thornton and Michael Harrison. Lucas San Marcos, accompanied by his parents, Sergio and Jessica San Marcos. Nevaeh Conwood Johnson, accompanied by his parents, Oscar and Kelly Johnson. Bridget and Nora Conley, accompanied by her parents, Jen and James Conley. James Fonseca, accompanied by his parents, Jim and April Fonseca. Michael Hudson, accompanied by his parents, Rachel and Chris Hudson. Zachary Benoit, accompanied by Paula Furtado and Bob Benoit. Kendall Thomas, accompanied by her parents, John and Erica Thomas. JT Appleyard, accompanied by her parents, Genevieve Appleyard and Jason Ray. Carlos Geronimo, accompanied by his parents, Anna and Mario Geronimo. Colby Edgecombe, accompanied by his parents, Mike and Laura Edgecombe. Kayla Oliveria, accompanied by her mother, Kelly Rosina. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time and effort and commitment you've placed into your athletic and music careers, and we wish you the best of luck with all future endeavors. Ladies and gentlemen, one more round of applause, please, for our graduating seniors, cheerleaders, football team, and music.
Hot looks, hot throws. Touchdown, Indians! Picked off by Gremlin. He's down the sideline. Heart and soul of the Indian offense. Going in for the score, Marcus Andrews. He's gonna go all the way. Still on his feet.
That was a heck of a run.
And going in for an Indian score. Ricky White to Jackson Hart. Big hug.
Here are your starting lineups for tonight's game. For the visitors from New Bedford High School, number 3, Clayton Pastor Morales. Number 4, Javetas Pena. Number 7, Ryan Montero. Number 9, Brett Chopper. Number 10, Louis Johnson. Number 15, Alliance Baldwin. Number 51, Devon Shields. Number 53, Niles Montero. Number 57, Carlson Johnson. Number 70, Paul Silva Rivera. Number 71, David Rose. The head coach of the And now for your Dartmouth Indians, at quarterback, number 12, senior Jackson Hart. At running back, senior number 21, Captain Ray Gramlich. Your slot receiver, number 13, senior Marcus Sandro. At wide receiver, number 5, Derek Stevens. At wide receiver, number 3, senior Asante Aurora. At the other wide receiver, number 8, junior Jaden Nunes Medeiros. At center, number 67, senior Lucas Patello. At right guard, senior number 50, Jack Dalla Costa. At left guard, number 51, junior Owen Shirtliff. At right tackle, senior number 75, Jaden Claudio. And at left tackle, number 56, Aiden Carrero. The coach of your Dartmouth Indians, Rick White. Your officials for tonight's game, your referee is Rick Graham. Your line judge is Paul McCartney. The head linesman is Michael Boyle. The back judge is Bobby Peel. The umpire is Brian Giuliano. And the clock operator is Michael Blythe. And we'd like to let you know that we do have a concession underneath the main grandstand, operated by the Dartmouth School Music Association. Plenty of great food, hot dogs, chicken and fries. We have quesadillas, we have empanadas, we have meatball subs, we have mac and cheese, popcorn, pretzels, plenty of candy, soft drinks, and the proceeds do benefit the Music Association, and we appreciate your good food.
Join us on this Friday night for the final game of the schedule that teams have put together. After this, the MIAA takes over, whether it is for Whalers who are also Rams or those who go to the state tournament like the Dartmouth Indians. The MIAA makes the final four. The rest of the way until next
Just like to let you know too that if you have someone at home that's, or even out of the area that is interested in tonight's game, Dartmouth Community Television is broadcasting this live over YouTube. Dartmouth has won the toss, and they will receive. Dartmouth will defend the north goal, and New Bedford High will defend the south.
Hello and welcome everyone, and welcome to this special telecast of Dartmouth High School varsity football. Tonight a non-conference game. New Bedford High School in town to take on the Indians. Dartmouth plays out of Division III, 5-2 on the season. The Whalers Division I team struggling at 1-6. I want to welcome my broadcast partner, Andrew Thompson, in the booth tonight. Paul Santos out on assignment. Andrew, special night here tonight, senior night for the Dartmouth High School Indians.
Yeah, senior night against New Bedford, big night. I mean, we saw a lot of seniors come up before the game. I think there's 4 or 5 or 6 kids, that play or start, so it's a special night for them. big game
Ladies
against
and
Bedford.
gentlemen, at this
You
time,
see
we ask
before
that
the
you
game, all these kids shaking hands. They know each other. Special night, big night. Big crowd here, so it's a good night for all these kids.
Yeah, it's an overflow crowd here on the near side. Across the way, stands about three-quarter full of Whaler fans. Let's take this time out to honor this great country of ours. It's our national anthem.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Well done by the Dartmouth High School award-winning marching band. Tonight for New Bedford High, Andrew, they're struggling. They've been shut out 4 times on this season, and they're perhaps their best athlete on the team, Jaron Goodine, out with a knee injury and may not return for the season.
Yeah, it seems like going to be an uphill battle for the Whalers tonight. Talked to a couple of the coaches for the Whalers before the game. They said they can move the ball in the 30s. They're struggling getting inside the red zone, scoring points with Goodine being out. Hopefully he can come back for the Whalers before Thanksgiving, but if not, it's unfortunate for them. But Dartmouth has to stay home on their keys on defense. Don't let the Whalers get points. If they're not moving the ball between the inside the red zone, that's a win for Dartmouth. So, last week Dartmouth gave a couple big plays to BR. I'm sure they tried to fix that this week. So look for the Dartmouth defense to make a bounce back. And, 1-6, you don't want to catch a scary New Bedford team. Anything can happen in these games, so just stay on point.
Indians looking to get back on track. Last week, a very tough loss in the conference championship game to Bridgewater Raynham. They lost by a score of 27-9. And that was a big loss by the Indians because they were ranked 4th in Massachusetts Division III schoolboy rankings. That loss, Andrew, knocked them down to 8th. So tonight's a key game for the Indians, and it doesn't really matter what Bridgewater Raynham does. They're ahead of the Indians now, and no matter what they do tonight, they'll remain ahead of them. Here's the opening kickoff, and the Indians are going to return it. And a hard tackle across the 30. That was Nunes Medeiros on the return. It was wrapped up as he got to about the 30-yard line. That was Ethan Bryant with a solid hit on the Indian return. As our first look at the Indians, and Andrew, they were a powerful offense.
Yeah, they've had a great season so far. Jackson Hart with 9 touchdowns total. You have Ray Gremlick with 8 touchdowns. I think I heard Marcus Andrews had 6 before this game. A high potent offense. Last week a little stutter at times, but hopefully the get right game for the Indians and they can put some points up. Put some points up early on this first drive. Put some pressure on New Bedford early.
And you can add 9 touchdown passes to Hart statistics. And here's Marcus Andrews from the first play for scrimmage. And Andrews is out for a solid gain of 7.
Brought down by Jules Johnson.
Johnson in on the tackle for New Bedford. Just underway from the stadium. Indians 5-2 on the season. New Bedford at 1-6. Looking for a road victory here this evening. Dartmouth has the big 3 in Hart, Gremlick, and Marcus Andrews. 3 outstanding seniors. Ricky White's counted on them for the last 3 seasons. It's been wonderful, Andrew, to watch these kids grow up. Here's Hart on the ball fake. Hart's got the sideline. He's got much more than he needed for the first down across midfield and into Whaler territory.
Oh, as you're saying, Ricky White's had the pleasure of coaching his kids for 3 years. This offense is geared towards all 3 of these guys, and they're a triple-headed monster. you can see Hart gets out in the corner and gets taken down after a big gain. You know, this first drive, you want to see all three of these guys kind of touch the ball, and hopefully, you know, you can get Gremlick going. You know Andrews and Hart are going to be athletic enough and fast enough to get to the outside, but Gremlick up the middle has been a huge weapon. I think they missed that a little bit last week against BR.
5 wides for the Indians, empty backfield. Gremlick's going to get it quickly to Andrews. Andrews got plenty of running room, and he's down inside the 35, down to about the 32-yard line. Excuse me, that was Ray Gremlick on the catch.
So now all three of their triple-headed monsters touch the ball this drive. Nice to get Gremlick out in space on a nice quick, we'll call a wide receiver a screen pass, but to the running back.
Indians looking good on this opening drive, which started from their own 30-yard line. Now down to the New Bedford 30. Andrews in motion. Hart to follow, trips, and gets back to the line of scrimmage. Perhaps a loss of 1 on the play.
Brought down by Sanders for the Whalers.
Jaheim Sanders was there to greet him.
A nice defensive play there by the Whalers. They stayed home. They read Hart very well in that play. So if they continue to do that, it could be a long night for Hart, but he's been outstanding at reading the defensive end, either to keep it or hand it off to Gremlick inside. So, you know, good job by the Whalers to stay home. I know Mark Hayes over there, defensive coordinator for the Whalers, has this team ready to go.
They come out empty once again. 2nd down and long. Hart. This is Gremlick, same play, opposite sides of the field. And he picks out about 3. Johnson on the stop once again. Johnson's been on at least 3 tackles on this opening drive. So now the Indians are looking at 3rd down and 7. Just underway here from the stadium.
3rd down and 7, but it looks like it's probably 2-down territory right now. I think, you know, you're at the 29-yard line. You know, we don't have Louis Freitas out there to kick a 50-yarder anymore, so see what they come up with on this 3rd down. But Dartmouth's been moving the ball pretty well this first drive, so we'll see.
Gremlick, the lone running back on this 3rd down and long. And he'll get it, and the Whalers surround him and knock him down. That's Cologne on the tackle for the Whalers. It'll bring up 4th down here for the Indians. So they started from their own 30, Andrew. They get it down to the Whaler 31, and now they're looking at 4th down and a long 8 to go.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really want to dig into your playbook this early on a 4th and 9, but, you know, here you are. You got a bunch of seniors, senior-led offense. You know, all your studs are out there, and, you know, you're on senior night, so hopefully someone will make a play here and keep the drive going. They have the weapons.
3 wides to the near side. Gremlick, the lone runner. Here's Hart, rolls near side. Avoids the rush, throws, got a man. Marcus Andrews, he's got more than a 1st down. Still on his feet, and Andrews is down inside the 5-yard line. Ball comes loose in the end, but he's marked down where the Indians will have it 1st down and goal.
Well, here we go. We just talked about using your seniors out here, and you have Hart rolling out, finding Andrews on the out, and just let his athletic ability take over, get a little shimmy up there, and down to about the 4-yard line, 5-yard line, and close, but looked like he was down before fumble. So utilizing those seniors, they've been there, they've done it. So, you know, way to go right there on the opening drive.
This is Gremlick on the 1st and goal. Buries his head and gets down close to the goal line. That was like the old wishbone formation, Andrew. 3 running backs, 2 to the side of the quarterback Hart, 1 behind him.
Yeah, you got Michael Hawk in there, you got Johnson in there, you got some big bodies in there compared to what you usually have. So, and you know that Gremlick knows how to find the end zone. So
it will be 2nd and goal for the Indians from the 2-yard line.
2nd and goal here for Dartmouth High School. Opening drive. Gremlick to the left side.
Gramlich on the carry.
And he's in for the touchdown. Referees kind of looked at one another. He just got the ball across the goal line, and the Indians take the opening drive
Ray Gramlich on a
and go 70 yards for the initial touchdown of the evening.
Here you go. We've seen this before. 3 years now running. Grimlick up the middle, finds the hole off the tackle. 2-yard run for a touchdown. Great opening drive for the Indians. Senior night. Couldn't ask much more. All your guys saw the ball. All your guys got some time with the ball. I like how the Indians started this drive. I like how they started this game. And they're going for 2 here.
And they're going to throw it, batted down, and incomplete. You don't see that particular
Aiden Gendron is incomplete.
offensive play. We'd like to look at that again to get the guys in the truck. 7 minutes to go in the first. The Indians get the initial score. They lead 6-0. Now, Dartmouth has done this many times on the point after touchdown in that formation. I don't know if we can get it back, fellas, in the truck.
So I think you're on the swinging gate formation with Hart at the quarterback over the center. I think he has the ability to make that call, whether he likes the look, thinks he can make a play. If not, they come in for the field goal unit. That's what I've been informed of when they've done this. It worked a couple of times against Durfee. So it's 6 points. You'd rather have 7 up on the board, but hopefully the defense can come out and stop, and they don't have to worry about that. But we're always wondering late in the games, do these come to haunt you at the end of the game?
Gendron to kick off for the Indians. Brent Sharples and Les calling back deep for the Whalers.
So the Indians take the first lead of the ball game. They'll kick now to New Bedford. Thank you, Andrew, for explaining to the fine folks at home, and we welcome all you viewers around the world, including Mark and Michelle Devitt, the Hall of Famer, Jacksonville, Florida. And this kick's going to sail into the end zone. You don't see that too often. That's Gendron, the kicker. He's finally back healthy, Andrew, and that's a good sign.
That's an excellent sign. That is a special team's weapon to do that, not give somebody a chance to return that kick. So, and it makes the Whalers go 80, still 80, 75, what is it?
80 yards.
80 yards. I couldn't tell if it was 25 or whatnot they're doing anymore.
So we'll get a look at Jules Johnson. He's the quarterback.
Jules Johnson in quarterback for the Whalers. 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line.
The running back is Cologne. Indians jump off sides. See the referee at the top of your screen. Just throw that nice and gingerly.
Illegal procedure
We're going
against
to
the
call
Whalers.
it illegal procedure.
It's a 5-yard penalty. We'll make it 1st and 15.
A little excitement out there. First time on defense tonight.
Well, I think this has been, a 1-6 team. Further you go into the season, it's much harder for the kids, and I don't think the people in Dartmouth understand the situation at some of the inner city schools, like at New Bedford. It's tough to get kids out to play football. It's tough to get them to practice. They deal with real life things that a lot of other public schools don't. And the coaches do a great job getting these kids out for football and getting them to practice. And like most kids, you try to keep your kids out of trouble and keep them active. So they do a great job. I know you know many of the coaches over there. And I don't think they really judge their season by wins and losses, Andrew.
No, I don't think so. I think it's more life lessons than wins and losses, which is a great thing. They have a great staff over there. Like I said, I know many of the guys. A lot of the guys have been around when I played, so they know they have a lot to give back to the community.
Second down and a long 7 to go here for the Whalers. Johnson at the quarterback spot. Gets him set. Here's Cologne looking for room near side. Runs right in to Gremlich.
On the carry brought down by Ray Gremlich.
It was a head-on collision. Just a gain of 1 on the play, and 3rd down 5 now for the Whalers.
Yeah, nice play by Grimlich, step up in the hole, and Cologne runs hard, and Grimlich's a tough tackle, so that's a nice collision there. But Dartmouth did a good job getting to the ball, and everybody to the ball has always been a big thing here in Dartmouth. So the pursuit and everything was there, making 3rd and about 6. So big play here for the Whalers, try to get a return on their opening drive from the Indians.
Johnson gets rid of it quickly, and it's picked off! And running in for an Indian touchdown is Asante Aurora.
All the way into the end zone. A pick 6.
Wow.
35 yards on that touchdown.
Picked it off and had an open 36-yard return for an Indian touchdown. Let's look on.
Right place, right time. You know, a little pass was high off the fingertips, and Aurora there on senior night. He's only been here 1 year, but good for him on senior night. Pick 6. Gets it done. Excellent. And that's huge for the Indians, putting Bedford at a deficit early in this game, you know, and they're going to have to battle back. More passes, longer drive. So excellent job by the Dartmouth defense there.
And they come out in the swinging gate again. This time the gate's going to close.
Hopefully it's not the Payneham Bridge.
And Gendron will attempt the PAT with his quarterback Hart as the holder. Low snap, and before things happen, whistles blow. And that's going to be offside against New Bedford, and that may change Coach White's thinking on the point after touchdown. And yeah, they're going to bring the offense back on the field.
This is what's a killer if you're a New Bedford High School coach. You know, you give up 12 early points. You know, you're not going to be down 2 now. You penalty moved you closer. Dartmouth get back up 14-0 here, and it's just at this point in the season, those kind of mistakes shouldn't be happening.
Dartmouth will go for the 2 points.
Jackson Hart
Ball is on the
went to
1-yard
the
line.
back official and said, I want this ball moved to the far hash. Top of your screen is the Indian leader, senior, one of the best players in the area for sure. And Hart's going to take off and run to the right. Hart down and in for the 2-point conversion.
The 2-point conversion.
So he got his marching orders from the head coach. They moved the ball to the far hash. Gave that fella right there plenty of room. Andrew had the whole right side to run and went in untouched.
Yeah, I mean, he was a dual threat. I mean, you got to watch the pass and the run, and you're so close to the end zone, you can't back up. You got to kind of go forward. You got to put your feet. You got to put your feet on the goal line and play defense. But he's, you know, it's too close. Nice hands, nice pick. Nobody even close to him. So again, he's only been here 1 year, but senior night for him, and must be a nice memory for him to score on senior night.
That's an all-time keeper right there.
His dad was a Whaler. His dad had a nice career for the New Bedford Whalers as well. So
you see the student section here at the stadium.
Calling back deep for the Whalers.
So if you're on the New Bedford sideline, you're 1-6, and the game has just started here from the stadium, and you're down by a score of 14-0. And once again, Gendron knocks it through the end zone, and the Whalers trailing now by 2 touchdowns. Will get their second opportunity of the night, starting from their own 20. Again, without their starting running back, Jaron Goodine. They don't score many points. They've been shut out 4 times this year. I think, Andrew, they average about 8 points a ball game. So trailing 14-0, it's an uphill battle, I would think, for this offense.
yeah, I guess, you know, if you're the Whalers, you got to try to put something positive on this, right? Even if you don't score, have a drive. Don't go 3 and out. Don't get down 21-0 before the first quarter is even over. That's what's been, you know, everybody kind of just feels defeated. So it's a big drive for the Whalers, I think, right here.
Cologne looking for running room. They're not going to get it. This runs right in to a pile of Indians. Della Costa was in there.
Tom Quinn.
Rothwell on the
Rothwell as well.
Of Indians on the tackle.
Haven't seen much of Rothwell.
The 2nd and 10, no gain on the play.
Well, the Whalers will come out now, facing 2nd and 10. And before we get this play off, we have referees discussing something down on the field, but play will go on. Cologne, the single back. Throw it out here, near side. Indians defended well, and what a shot by Derek Stevens. Whoa. Montero was the catcher of that pass, but he's going to go back to the huddle to say, don't run that again, coach.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Montero, good for that kid, hang on to the ball, but you go back to him and say, next time, don't throw me that pass, please. That's a heck of a hit, clean hit. Unfortunately for Montero, he's on the wrong end of that one.
Third down and 10 now. 4 minutes to go in the opening quarter. I'm Jim Thompson. He's Andrew Thompson. We welcome you to this broadcast of Dartmouth High School varsity football. Johnson looking, still has it. He's got to throw it long. He's got a man out there, but throws it into the sideline. Brent Shopples was out there. There he is right there, but the ball was underthrown and into the bench, which will lead to a punt here by New Bedford.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's your strength. I haven't watched enough games, and I don't know the Whalers that well, obviously, but I'm sure your strength isn't throwing the ball 30 yards downfield when you need 10. It's a tough play to make. Dartmouth has a lot of strong secondary players.
New Bedford's going to retain possession of the football. There seems to be a penalty on the Indians.
15-yard penalty against the Indians. Roughing the passer. Brings the ball out.
Well, there's a head official, so that gives New Bedford a break. Gives them first down and 10 off the roughing the passer call.
I did see there was
the
a
35-yard line.
He stepped up and kind of jumped as he threw, so I don't know if there was a hit that happened, but it looked like there was kind of a collapsed pocket when he did throw the ball.
Here's Cologne looking for running room, cuts it back inside, runs right into Tommy Quinn for a short gain. Give him a gain of 3. Just under 3.5 here to play in the opening quarter.
Gain of 3 on the play. It will be 2nd and 7 for the Whalers. Ball on their own 38-yard line.
Johnson. Cologne got the first down and more as he barrels across the 45 and out to the 48-yard line before Marcus Andrews brings him down. Best run of the game so far for the Whalers and Cologne.
Yeah, good job by the Whalers offense to read that defensive end and give it up to Cologne. Nice hard run, and this is what I guess the Whalers do. They can move the ball in between the 30s. Now we get inside. They continue to move the ball. It's getting in the end zone, right?
Johnson off the ball fake. He's got room here to the near side. Takes a pop from Derek Stevens.
Marcus Andrews in on the tackle.
But not before he picked up a solid gain of 4 yards.
Pick up gain of 4 on the play. It will be 2nd and 6. Ball is on the Indian 48-yard line.
Was able to put a couple of plays together. Of course, they were helped up by their passer.
So, Andrew, they look a little sharper on this drive thanks to the 15-yard personal foul.
Yeah, that's a real, I don't know, it's like bailout, but a big help for that. It was third and 10 and looking at another punt. So, I mean, and they've got a little bit of momentum going with the read options here.
Oh, the quarterback wasn't expecting to step. The ball's loose. Johnson retrieves it, still on his feet. Indians chasing him. And Quinn and a bunch of other people are going to get him back for a big loss. Back down to the Whaler 40-yard line.
They call it the announcer jinx there.
Yeah.
Aiden Carrero and Tom Quinn in on the tackle. Brings the ball all the way back to the 40-yard line. That's a loss of...
Very lucky the ball didn't bounce into an Indian defender.
It will be third.
Just didn't have enough time to really throw it away or do anything with it. Just a huge loss, and now we're third and forever.
Got an Uber ride to get the first down.
3rd and 18.
Thank you, Ed.
From their own 40-yard line. 3rd and 18 here for New Bedford.
Johnson a pass.
Here's the rush. Johnson avoids the first crew to get him. Still running. He's not going to get enough for the first down, but he got himself out of trouble and advanced the ball across midfield. But it's still going to be short of the first down he was looking for.
Yeah, Johnson does a nice job, not taking a loss and getting out of the pocket.
Brings the ball to the 49.
Getting enough back to where I guess it's 4th and 8, 4th and 7. Or I guess you're going to go for it. It's doable now compared to a 4th and 20.
4th and 7 for the Whalers.
So we'll call it 4th and 7, a long 7 at that. There you see the ball sitting at the Indian 49-yard line. And now we have a timeout.
Timeout, New Bedford.
Join us as we take you on an exciting journey through Dartmouth's vibrant educational community. From the heart of the Quinn to Mellow, in the Potter Elementary Schools, to Dartmouth Middle School, and to the high school, we bring you the latest news and highlights from our schools. Get inside the schools with us, meet with the principals, and get the scoop on upcoming events, classroom activities, and student achievements. Whether it's a special project, a sports victory, or a new initiative, we will get you informed. Discover the amazing accomplishments of our students and the innovative programs shaping their education. Catch Dartmouth Public School Update, your monthly connection to everything happening in our school system. That's always nice to know. And Paul Santo's not here tonight, Andrew. As you know, we have entered the Dartmouth Workforce Cooking Contest, and Paul is testing a casoya sandwich. So he's out at some of the cafes trying to come up with his own recipe, but I think he's going to try to cheat his way to victory.
4th and 7
4th
for the
and
Whalers.
7 here for the Whalers. They trail by 2 touchdowns. There's Johnson. He's going to quick kick it. And he gets a Whaler roll down to the 21-yard line. And
Down by Brent Chappels on the
Yeah, I guess that's, I mean,
yard line of the Indians. They'll take over their 1st and 10 on their own.
so we've seen 2 special teams play tonight that you could go 3 or 4 seasons and not see. From the swinging gate misfire after the first Indian touchdown, and a quick kick here by the Whalers facing a 4th and 7.
yeah, I mean,
All here in the first quarter, by the
yeah,
way.
it's been an interesting special teams evening here, but I did see before the game the Whalers punters, and
Jackson Haddock,
between the quarterback and the other kid kicking, it was a battle of who was going to kick it shorter.
There's
Bramlett on the
Gremlick.
carry,
Gremlick out close to the
brings the ball out to the 30-yard line.
30-yard line. A solid one run by the
Brent
senior.
Chappels,
He's a touchdown maker, 8 on the season. Plays both ways. Solid, tough kid.
I mean, he just makes a 7-8 yard run look easy at this point. That didn't look like he had that many yards, but it's 7-8 yards.
gain of 7 on the play. It will be 2nd and 3. And that's the end
Well,
of the
that'll
first
end it
quarter
here
with the
from
score.
the stadium. Our first quarter has come to an end. Indians off to a solid start, Andrew. They took the first possession of the game for a touchdown, then the defense came into play.
Yeah, I think if you're Dartmouth, you're very happy with how the first quarter went. After last week, I know they had some good plays, some bad plays. They were in it, some mistakes. So cleaned up some mistakes. It looks like offense is back rolling, it looks like. So 14 points in the first quarter, a big defensive touchdown, which helps. But you're on the right track. You're driving to go up 21-0. Your defense is playing outstanding. They haven't given up much. One bad penalty, which could have happened on any drive. So, right now, going into the second quarter, you're excited. It's senior night. Everyone's doing well. So, keep going.
We're going to catch you up on some first quarter highlights. And that's Ray Gremlick, the senior, going in for the touchdown. That's his 9th touchdown, by the way. And here's Asante Aurora saying, thank you very much. Practice that often during practice, that tip drill, don't they, Andrew?
Oh, yeah. Especially when you're out there kind of on your island alone and you see that ball kind of floating to you. Nothing better than seeing that little tip drill and bingo for a touchdown. So,
I want you to watch this. Keep going, guys. Watch Quinn come in here and say, boom! It's the hardest Aurora's been hit all season. I want to say hello to the Quinn family. It's nice to see that Peter Quinn, who I believe they coached against in Pony League. You might remember Peter Quinn. John, Tommy, you knew their father very well. Their uncle, named after the Quinn Middle School. So what happens when you're almost 70 years old and you never move out of town and you start knowing the grandparents?
Oh.
Don't seem too excited.
Just waiting for something to be named after you,
Yeah. Yeah. The great Tom Quinn became a judge. Had a lot of laughs. Don't make him like him anymore, I can tell you that. Tremendous human being. Here's Hart off a beautiful ball fake. Hart's got running room down the far sideline. Has 3 chasing him. They finally get him down inside the Whaler 40-yard line. Where Brian Montero finally brought him down. But Andrew, that's the athleticism of Jackson Hart.
Playing in this offense for so long, he's very good at reading that. The whole defense is going one way. He slips up the backside, and it's a huge gain. And we've said it before for years, he's a heck of a lacrosse player, too, so he uses that open field elusiveness to get extra yardage. So it's tough to come down and bring him down. So the ultimate weapon. He can throw it, he can run it. Dangerous in the open field.
Here's a good look at the senior quarterback. Going to throw it here near side. It's Marcus Andrews. He's well defended. And he's going to go down after a short gain. Well done by Penroe.
Yeah, nice tackle there. As we've known over the years, Andrews is a tough guy to bring down the open field. So nice tackle and no gain on the play there.
We do have a packed press box here tonight. And I want you to know, Andrew, when I was a little kid back in the 50s, this press box hasn't changed one bit.
You're kidding me.
In 65 or 70 years. Second and long here. Here's Gremlick. He's got room. The ball's out. And it's going to be recovered, I believe, by the Whalers. And jumping on that loose ball was Sharples. Brent Sharples is credited with the fumble recovery and a first turnover by the Indians this evening. A solid hit, Andrew.
Yeah, nice hit. Not very often you see Gremlick fumble the ball, but Cologne has had a good game so far. Offense and defense, puts his head down there. You can tell he's a tough kid the way he runs. So, always got to be on the lookout and a nice defensive play. And maybe this is something that will spark the Whalers to try to move the ball on offense. They've been doing their, for the most part, giving up 7 points on defense. You can't ask much more.
We have 4 wides, and Johnson's going to run with it. Johnson looking for room on the perimeter, and that's Gremlick chasing him. Gets him out of bounds for a 1-yard loss. Bring up second down now, and Long will look on.
Yeah, initially, I thought he had some room to take the corner, but then you see Gremlick with that closing speed and comes from way inside and makes a heck of a tackle. And
Loss of 1 on the play back to the
probably a little annoyed after the fumble.
Yes, I would think so. You don't remember Gremlick fumbling much in his 3-year career at Dartmouth High School?
Nope.
But that was a solid hit by Cologne. 2nd and 11 now for Johnson. Johnson rolls, throws across his body, and it's picked up again. This is Marcus Andrews this time. Andrews still on his feet. Andrew may go in for a touchdown. Marcus is going to take it in for the 2nd pick 6 of the ball game.
Whoa.
Johnson picked up in a 36-yard return by the young man right there.
What an interception. I mean, it was right to him. I kind of lost him in the scrum, and all of a sudden he's coming back across the field. Heck of a run. And another big mistake by the Whalers. Unfortunately, he's going to put them in an even bigger deficit after that.
You could smell that one coming. High school kids roll to one side, throw back to the middle of the field. It's just very hard to do.
If you see a replay after that, you can see the linebackers did a great job of getting depth and confusing him a little bit, saying, oh, no one's coming to get me. They dropped. And Andrews was just kind of sitting in his zone right to him. I mean,
Gendron rides it up and misses.
And it's no good.
Wide to the left. Clock stopped with 9:26 to go here in the 2nd quarter. The Indians 2 pick sixes and a Gremlin 2-yard run have the lead at 20-0 in an uphill battle now here for the Whalers. We'll look on at the pick 6.
You can see they all kind of dropped and had good coverage, and Andrews just with a great return. I mean, he's dangerous with the ball in sense of offense, never mind after a pick 6, and heck of a cutback. Once he cut back, there was nobody there for the Whalers, and an easy score after that. And
if we can keep following him, do we have it? He knew exactly where the DCTV camera was. Let's see if we pick this up. I think he gave a little point to us. Let's see. He's enjoying himself, which he should be. Let's see. Let's see. There you go. There you go.
That was to you. That was to you.
Thank you.
That was a thank you to you for all your hard work over the last 4 years.
Thank you so much on senior night. That was great. From one senior to another.
That's right.
I'll take it.
For the Whalers.
Well, if you're the Whalers again, your defense is giving up 7. You know, and it's just one of these. You know, I'm sure it's killer for the Coach DeBerto and the other guys over there say, hey, we've only given up 7 to this dangerous offense, and we're down 20-0. It's plenty of time left to go in the game. It just we got to clean up the big time mistakes.
There's another long kick. Takes a hop. Goes across the end line.
And it's a touchback.
Cologne says, what the heck, let it stay there. We'll start from our own 20. Clock stop, 9:26 to go, opening half. Got the Dartmouth High School Marching Band coming up at halftime. Should say the award-winning Dartmouth High School Band. They were in a recent competition here at the high school, and I believe they came out champs once again. Am I right, Doc Nunes? Big high school band champions.
Massachusetts state champs for a division.
Right, Massachusetts. I didn't like that. Massachusetts State. Thank you for Doc Nunes, because we are in the state of Massachusetts. I want to remind him. I knew it wasn't Rhode Island or something.
Oh, new quarterback in the game.
Sean Waters at quarterback.
Oh, Waters comes in.
Sharples on the carry. I'm sorry.
That's Cologne.
Cologne on the carry.
Johan Johnson on the tackle. So Waters is a sophomore.
It will be 2nd and 8 for the Whalers.
Sophomore coming into a game like this, you can see the Johnson's now playing the slot. So.
Waters stares down his receiver, throws short. Jules Johnson,
Waters' pass to Johnson is incomplete.
who was the starting quarterback, as Andrew noted, now playing the slot. Could take that off his shoe top. It'll bring up 3rd down and 8 yards to
For
go.
the Whalers. Ball is on their own 23.
As the head coach in New Bedford looks on,
Mark, you said Mark.
Tough ride for Mark DeBrito over there at New Bedford. It's not the world's greatest job anymore.
Well, it's tough too. You put a sophomore in this game, you're down 20-0. We've seen it in the years past when Hart took over. You're going to have some ups and some downs, and expecting this young man to come into the game now and trying to make a play it's a lot to ask for.
Waters throws it long, far sideline, overshoots his man.
Waters pass
Well covered back there
intended for Shop
by
was
the Indians. That
incomplete.
was Derek Stevens back there defending against
Yeah, Derek Stevens
Jatavis
on the
Penro.
coverage.
That'll bring up
It will be
4th down here for
And 7
New Bedford.
for
They
the
trail by a
Whalers.
score of 20-0. 8:36 remaining in the opening half.
Jaden Nunes Medeiros and Brady Bopalan back deep for the Indians. Waters, Sean Waters to punt for the Whalers.
So Waters takes a high snap. It goes through his hands, and it's in the end zone. And Waters is going to try to run it out, and he just downs the ball across the backside, and that'll lead to a safety for
And that is a
the
safety
Indians. I don't think I've seen a first half of football
for the
in
Indians against
many
New
years of
Bedford.
broadcasting with special teams. It's been so weird in this one.
It's been wacky. I mean, again, it just you're 1-6. I know it's been a long season, and these things happen. It's if you're a coach, well, I don't know what you can do, but it's just one of those things. It's mistakes after mistake after mistake. They miss a field goal, extra point, they give the 2 points back to them. It's I think you have to punt. Is it high school rules? You have to punt after a safety too, or no? If they have to punt, I mean, Dartmouth's going to get the ball at the 40 again. I mean, it's doomsday out there scenario right now for New Bedford.
Well, I think a lot of these seniors, the way this is going, will have plenty of time to rest. Next week starts the state tournament. We wish we had more news for you, but we've asked coaches, we've asked sports writers, we've asked longtime viewers of Dartmouth High football. Really not sure. We know the Indians are in the tournament. Right now they're ranked 7th. So hopefully a home game. But that loss last week against Bridgewater Raynham almost guaranteed the Indians 2 home games had they won. They lost, so now they perhaps get 1 home game and see what happens to teams ahead of them.
Nunes Medeiros on the return.
And here's Medeiros. He gets it up to about the 49-yard line where the Indians will have it. 1st and 10 with a lot of time to go here in the opening half. They have the lead at 22-0. They've only scored 1 touchdown offensively.
It's been a wacky first half. I mean,
49-yard line of the Indians.
again, if you're a New Bedford High defensive coach, you're thrilled. Unfortunately, the scoreboard says otherwise because you've given up 14 points on defense, on offense, to the defense of Dartmouth and safety, and you haven't really been able to do much on the offensive side. So it's a long night for the Whalers right now, and they desperately need to stop here or something.
Here's Hart off the ball fake. Still has it. Looking and
Hard to pass.
throws it far sideline. They're going to call it a catch. Yes, they are. Caught there by Ray Grumlick.
Intended for Gramlich is incomplete. Correction, he did catch it.
Bootleg. I didn't even see Gremlick running that pattern. He was covered so well, but heck of a play by the Indians. And pitch and catch on 1st down sets up a 2nd and about 4.
Of the Whalers, it will be 2nd and 3 for the Indians.
Second and short here for Jackson Hart. He's a touchdown maker. He's a threat running it, throwing it. So is this guy, Andrews.
Andrews on the carry.
Squares his shoulders, got the 1st down, and steps out of
And he's
bounds.
pushed out of bounds by Shields.
Indians move the ball offensively, picking up a 1st down. Clock stops, 8:09 to go. Andrews got a little flash in him tonight. Andy.
a little
He's got
bit.
a little something going on tonight.
It's an extra special night.
On their own 33-yard line.
I think all these kids kind of play against each other throughout the years between Dartmouth and Bedford and all different sports. So I'm sure there's a little chirping going on back and forth, and hopefully all in good fun.
3 to the near side, 1 to the top of your screen, and New Bedford comes bombing across the line of scrimmage.
Penalty marker on the play. Offside, Whalers. 5-yard penalty will make it 1st and 5 for the Indians on the Whaler 28-yard line.
Well, that penalty was against number 58. I don't have a 58 in the program. Near side pitch,
Gremlin
Gremlin.
on the carry.
Got good blocking out in front of him, and finally knocked out of bounds by Morales.
But not before he gets
See a nice block by Andrews, kind of sets the corner, little crack back. Good blocking on the outside by all the wide receivers. Easy pitch and catch for a first down.
1st and 10 now for the Indians. A commanding lead at 22 to nothing. Just over 8 to play, opening half. Dartmouth High School marching band coming up at the half to entertain you. Meanwhile, the Indian offense looking for the second touchdown of the night. This is Gramlich. Cuts it back inside, lowers his head, and is knocked to the ground by Jaheim Sanders along with Montero. But another solid run by the senior running back.
Yeah, again, it's one of those runs that doesn't look like much, and when they move the sticks, it's a 5 to 6 yard gain. It's, you know, they're moving the defensive line off the ball, and Gremlich's a tough guy to bring down, and if you don't get 2 guys on him, he's not coming down, so it's easy 5 yards for him.
Hart rolls right. Here's the rush. Hart's going to keep it and skip out of bounds.
Hot on the carry.
Ran out of real estate, did the Indian quarterback. Going to come up just short of the first down he was looking for.
You can just watch this play, just his athleticism, just to get out of the pocket, avoid a sack, get to the corner, and right at the end he just kind of hops over somebody. Whoop. Just that was you and I. We'd our pins would be taken out.
It is 3rd and 4 for the Indians. Ball is
So
on
2 down
the
territory here for the Indians. Just over 7 to play in the second. Been a long evening so far. Lots of seniors from the band, cheerleaders, football team. Great night for the parents, grandparents, and for the kids. Here's Hart looking for that first down. Still on his feet. He's got the first down. Tackle in the secondary by Cologne.
Penroe on the tackle. Brings the ball
Just
down
the vision he has in this offense is just so easy for him. And it didn't look like there's anything there, and all of a sudden he's 5, 6, 7 yards into the secondary, and it's 1st and goal, and nothing New Bedford can really do to stop that right now.
On the Bedford 4-yard line.
Three-back set. Here's the quarterback on the keeper. Skips it in, untouched.
Touchdown.
Second leading scorer, I believe, in the area. Justin Marks of Fairhaven. Way ahead in that department, but Hart's definitely in the top 3 or so. Second Indian touchdown offensively, Andrew, for the night, and they're off to a 28-0 lead.
Yeah, that was a heck of a fake there. Had everybody looking inside if you're the New Bedford Whalers defense, and he got just a late pullback and walked into the end zone, or he, as you saw, jumped into the end zone. So easy score for him.
Gendron to attempt the extra
So
point.
Gendron on now to attempt the point after touchdown. Hart holds, kick up. And this
it's
one
good.
is good.
And with 6:38 to go in the second quarter.
Let's watch this beautiful play fake by the senior.
Just ride it as long as you can. Everyone looked inside at Gremlich because that's been the go-to, and he just keeps it and wide open and walks into the end zone. So, a bunch of happy kids to see there. high school hero.
Well, you look at the New Bedford sideline. Sure, they weren't expecting victory here tonight against the Indians, but it is good to see the Indians playing an all-around game. Last week, they made uncharacteristic mistakes. The three seniors didn't have their best game of the season. And Bridgewater threw over the top of the Indians, which was a surprise to me. Most teams, like Old Rochester and a couple other teams that have given them a little bit of fits, they'd run up to middle. But Bridgewater A&M said, I'll do a little bit of that, and I'll throw it over the top of you guys, which they did.
Yeah, I mean, Dartmouth, when they've had tough games and lost this year, it's been beaten, in the trenches, really. That game, I mean, high school kids, I would say the high school kids, you never know what's happening, but yeah, they got beat over the top. They got beat by long passes, so, mistakes happen, and looks like they've cleaned a lot of them up this week. They look sharp. They look ready to go for the postseason, and that's kind of all you can ask for at this point.
That was Cologne from his own goal line. Runs it out for 26 yards where the Whalers will have it. 1st and 10, now trailing by a score of 29-0. I'm Jim Thompson alongside Andrew Thompson. Doc Nunes on the public address, as always, here at the stadium. Great to see Ed Pereira here from WNBH. Done a lot for high school football, hasn't he, Andrew? He's been, you go way back to Gil Santos and Hal Peterson, and I can't remember, I remember the couple of guys that were on WNBH with him. Jack Peterson, and he's taken over for them for 20 years back, and he has done a great job to keep the community involved in high school football. So it's always great to see Ed. I think he was inducted to the New Bedford Gridiron Club. Am I correct with that, or the Hall of Fame?
One of the two. I don't know. I mean, I know he's the MC for all of them, so he can just induct himself. So he does everybody's MC.
Well, knowing Ed, he would never induct himself. He invited me to that, and I think I had COVID or something, and I couldn't make it. And I was so disappointed because he has done such a great job covering local high school sports. You guys in Dartmouth, you see him calling high school basketball games as well. So he's a fixture in the high school community, and it's always great to have Ed alongside.
Johnson on the carry.
You know, Andrew, I've been doing this a long time, but if we could put what the people in the truck have to say, do you ever notice that? You're in the middle of a sentence and they think they have humor?
34-yard line.
We're going to have to go to like a pay-per-view event for that.
Yes. Well, it is 3rd and a couple.
Oh, what are the rules on YouTube? Censorship on YouTube?
Well, no, we have Peter Chase working here. The world traveler, Peter Chase, he's either at Disney, I think he lives at Disney World. I think, now the town doesn't know where he is anyway, so he goes to Disney World for a couple months, and, he says he's making videos, so who knows?
I think they call that a content creator.
Yes, he is a content creator. Well, we got a new chief coming into town in the process. You want to apply for the job?
0.0% chance I'd like to.
Timeout, New Bedford.
I'm thinking of putting my name in the hat.
Chief of what? Actually, I don't even know what we're talking about.
No, we need a new town administrator.
Oh, no, thank you.
The last gentleman, I think, went down to somewhere. Went down to Washington, I believe, Washington, D.C., or Virginia, in that area. Good luck to him. He was a real good guy. But not only that, tune in monthly for all the latest from your local schools with our Dartmouth Public School Update. That's right. Join us as we take you on an exciting journey through Dartmouth's vibrant educational community. From the heart of Quinn, DeMello, the Potter Elementary Schools to the Dartmouth Middle School and beyond, Dartmouth High School, we bring you the latest news and highlights from all schools. Get inside the schools with us. That's right, Doc Nunes. Get inside with the Doc. He's on the school committee. Meet with the principals and the Doc and get the scoop on upcoming events, classroom activities, and student achievements, and learn about the Dartmouth School Committee, as Doc Nunes will be in every classroom. That's why he gets elected every year. Discover the amazing accomplishments of the kids in the innovative programs shaping their education. 3rd and 2 now. for the Whalers.
For the Whalers.
I have too many guys in the field here.
Johnson in there, quarterback, throws it outside. Indians, Gremlick. Nice job out there by Gremlick.
Johnson's pass to Montero was complete.
Montero was on the
Brought down
reception,
by Ray Gramlich.
but it's going to bring up 4th down and a couple.
No gain on the play. It will be
Nice
4th and
play
2
by the senior
for the
Gremlick.
Yeah, way to stay with it, hang on, and get him to the ground. And again, it's one of those plays. It's kind of be a bang-bang play if you're going to run those quick screens. High throws off the pace and the tempo of that play, allows Grimlet to come make the tackle before the Whalers can get upfield. So here we go again, punt.
Jaden Nunes, Medeiros, and Brady Bopalan back deep.
Last
for the
time they
Indians.
attempted this didn't go so well. Another high snap. Here comes the rush. And it's fair cut across the way
Roughing the kicker.
Penalty marker
by
on the
Nunes
play.
Medeiros. And I believe they have a roughing the kicker call against the Indians. See the flag back there at the 20.
He ran into him pretty good. They didn't give him any. Didn't jump straight up in there. He jumped into the punter. Let's see, I think it's 63.
Oops.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
Well, you always know
against
something's
the
going on when
Indians.
the upstairs bangs.
Yeah, we could hear the bang.
bang.
And Rothwell, being a former coach myself, he knew the bang was coming. He's getting some playing time as Rothwell, which is a good sign.
Brings the ball out to the
You never want to be noticed
49-yard
on
line of the
film
Whalers.
the next
First
morning or
attempt for
Monday
the Whalers
afternoon,
on their own 49-yard.
but it happens.
Yeah, nowhere to hide on that one, unfortunately.
Effort was good. That's what counts. Coaches will tell you it's a great effort. 1st and 10 now for New Bedford.
It's twice, though, the Whalers have bailed out on penalties. Bad penalties by Dartmouth to keep drives alive.
Johnson back there at quarterback. Avoids the
Johnson on
first
the
hit.
carry.
Not going to avoid the second one, however, as he goes down. I think that was Aiden Carrero to get him to the ground. Short gain. Clock rolls. Well, actually, they're going to stop the clock here.
Bryce
Now it
Hill,
goes.
This area on the tackle.
Give him a 2-yard gain.
Gain of 2 on the play. It will be 2nd and 8. Ball is on
So
the
they
Indian
played Johnson at
49-yard line.
quarterback, Waters at quarterback. Still looking for something good on offense, but we talked earlier in the game, they've been shut out 4 times this season,
Yeah,
Andrew.
and it's unfortunate because if they score here, they get the ball back at the half. If you don't give up 2 pick sixes, you're in it. You know, that's the defeating part of this. You're down 30 to
Over
nothing,
on the
but
carry.
the 2 big mistakes have cost 14 points. So
That was Cologne with a solid run of
Aiden
8.
General and Tom Quinn in on
Tommy
the tackle.
Quinn there to make the tackle.
Brings the ball out to the
Cologne's he's run
42-yard
hard all
line.
night. You know,
It will be 3rd and 1.
I think he likes
for the
contact.
Whalers on the Indian 42-yard line.
Oh, there's Cologne looking for room here near side. Indian's got him boxed in, lowers his
Cologne
head.
on the
It's got to be
carry.
close to the first down he was looking for.
Ray Gramlich.
Gramlich was over
Bryce
there
Desiree
along
in
with
on the
Desiree.
tackle.
This right, nice play to come all the way across the
Brings ball
field.
down to the 37-yard
Make that
line of the
play.
Indians. That's enough for a first
It is
down.
enough
1st and 10
for a
the
Whaler
Bedford
first down.
on the Indian 37-yard line.
Sorry about that. Been dealing with a little chest cold. You get to be my age, it could be anything. You go to the doctors, the first thing, you got COVID? I don't know. You tell me.
Thank you
I
for
don't know. I
standing
don't know.
close to me.
Yeah.
On
Johnson
the carry.
spinning his way, still on his feet. Gets down to the 30-yard line. Solid
in on
gain
the
of
tackle.
7. Ray Gremlick came up to make the stop.
So it's a
Ball
nice
is on the 30-yard
drive
line.
New Bedford has
Gain
going, but
of
eventually you're going to have to take a shot.
7. It will be 2nd and 3.
There's a minute 43 left in the first half. You're at the 30. Your offense has been potent. You haven't been breaking any long runs. You don't really scare them running the ball. So your best running back's out. You got to somehow come up with something to keep the defense on their heels here. I don't know what the game plan is right now.
Johnson still has it. Little jump pass, and that was almost picked off. That was
Intended for Colin is incomplete, broken up by Michael Howe.
Michael Hawk.
Michael Hawk almost had he almost had his number called on a pick six here.
For the Whalers on the
Just
Indian
good
30-yard
pressure
line.
by the Indians, and just a kind of dangerous jump throw, and throws it to the inside where Cologne was on the outside, and you don't want to throw back into the defense, especially when someone like Michael Hawk is roaming around, because there was nobody in front of him if he picked that off.
Third down, we'll call it 3 yards to go. Johnson's been the quarterback the last 2 series. He started the game, was replaced by a series or 2 by Waters. Now they sent 3 wide to the near side, 2 to the top of your screen. Johnson going to keep it.
Johnson on the
He's got a
carry.
first down, looking for more. He's down inside the 25-yard line, down
Derek
to about the
Stevens knocks him out of
24-yard
bounds.
line with Stevens. Pushed him over the sideline.
You had a feeling this play was coming with a spread, but you have to respect it no matter what if you're the defense. So good call by the Whalers. And again, though, you're still at
It'll
the
be 1st and 10
23-yard line or so, and
for the
time
Whalers
is
on the Indian
not on their side with
30-yard
a minute, 1 left to go. You do have to try to get something towards the end zone or a play that's going to get you close to get some points on the board and try to get back into this game.
Johnson looks far right. End zone. Got a man out there. Broken up. Penrose was the intended receiver.
For Penrose, broken up by
Asante Aurora was the nice defensive play by Aurora.
2nd and 10.
Nice defensive play, but even better defensive play by Pena. Try to come over the top and break that up, because Aurora was going to have his 2nd pick of the day. It wasn't for that breakup by Pena. So good defense, I guess, on both ends.
Nice crowd here tonight as the night has gone on. The Bedford sideline filled up about halfway through the opening quarter, and end zones pretty much filled.
2nd and 10
Home
for the
side
Whalers.
definitely sold out here. So beautiful evening for football. So
Johnson,
far, a
the
great
quarterback
night
for
for
the Bedford.
the Indians. 29-0 lead. Here's Johnson. Here's the rush he avoids. Johnson shoved out of bounds by Michael Hawk.
Oh, that's an awful call.
And a late flag.
Come on.
Flagged out
And
of
coaches
bounds
aren't
by
happy upstairs. There's some more booms
Michael Howe,
from the coaches above.
penalty marker on the play.
Let's take a look at Michael Hawk.
Yeah, that's a wing.
It's a penalty. It's out of bounds.
Sure.
Once a player is deemed across the sideline, he's deemed ineligible to hit.
Personal foul.
I don't disagree with that. I
unnecessary
disagree that. I think he was in bounds.
After distance to the goal line, puts the ball on the
Dad
6-yard
disagrees.
line. It'll be 1st and goal for the Whalers on the Indian 6-yard line.
So they have it 1st and goal from just outside the 5. Plenty of time with 46 seconds to go. Well, 2 personal fouls on this drive, right? You get roughing the kicker, roughing the punter,
And I'm roughing the passer the other one.
roughing the pat. Yeah. Coach White won't be happy with that. Johnson spins,
Johnson
gets
on the
cracked.
carry.
He picks up a couple.
Ryan Johnson on the tackle.
Johnson
Timeout.
in there with a
New Bedford.
solid hit. So the clock is stopped. 38 ticks left. New Bedford threatening just outside the goal line. Okay, Andrew.
All
Dad
right.
says he was out of bounds when hit. Son says
In.
Well, you folks at home that have children, everything is younger, including the eyes.
It's a tough call either way, but I mean, the referee right in front of him didn't throw the flag. It was the referee 20 yards downfield through the that's, I guess, you know, challenge it.
It'll be second and goal for the Whalers from the Indian 3-yard line.
You know, I give these high school officials a lot of credit. They have a hard time getting game officials. A lot of these games now are Saturday afternoons because these guys are reffing on Friday nights and then on a Saturday afternoon.
Well, I think, what was it, last year we had games on Thursdays. Everyone had a Thursday game because we didn't have enough referees to do a full Friday. Or so at least I haven't seen any Thursday night games this year, but it's a lot. I mean, it is, you know, these guys work full-time jobs, and you could be driving 45 minutes to an hour to go do a high school game.
And these guys are a little older, and the parents weren't as bad. Sorry to say, a lot of you younger parents, some people are just crazy when they go to games, and that's the first Whaler score
On the run.
of the night.
And he's
That's
in for a
Cologne
touchdown.
in there for the touchdown. They don't score much. They finally get one here tonight.
You know, it's something positive for the Whalers to go off of. You know, Cologne's run hard all night long. Good for him to get in the end zone. You know, they get the ball at the half, so if they can put another drive together, and, you know, they're not totally out of it, but, I mean, you go back to the mistakes they give up 14 points, it could be a totally different game going into the half. You're 1-6, it could be a different vibe. Now you're still down, and who knows what's going to happen here in a special teams play.
Almeida doesn't get many opportunities.
And
They
here
don't
we
score
go.
often, and we have another special teams mishap as
A bad snap on
that
the play.
point after touchdown goes for naught.
Is no good.
Clock stopped here
And with
at the
33
stadium.
seconds to go
Indians
in the
29,
second quarter,
Whalers
It's your Dartmouth Indians 29,
6.
the New Bedford Whalers 6.
I made sure to say that Dartmouth parents are well behaved, but it is a problem when you talk to area high school coaches. It's hard. It's, you know,
It's hard.
everyone's driven to get a scholarship, and everyone with AAU, and you have Huddle now, where all these kids have their tapes on YouTube and other places. It's difficult. A lot of pressure on the kids, and a lot of pressure on the
problem
parents.
too is a lot of the AAU programs or club programs, you paid to play. So everybody's going to tell you your kid's the greatest. So when you come to play high school, the coaches who've done that for 25 years all of a sudden don't know anything. So it's tough for the coaches to hear from the parents. The parents think all the referees stink. So, I mean, it's, you know, it's just a revolving door of everybody's out to get my kid, or everyone, you know, doesn't know. And so it's, the whole system is very difficult to deal with. So I give these coaches, the referees, all the credit, because realistically, no one probably gets paid enough to do it. So it's a lot to handle, and it's just everybody has their own opinion.
Medeiros on the return.
Here's Medeiros for the Indians.
Cut it.
Looking for running rooms. Got it. Look out.
There he goes.
He's got one to go. Here's Medeiros.
He's gonna go all
He
the
may
way.
go. He's going to take it for a touchdown.
Jaden Medeiros with an 80-yard touchdown.
Goes for
return kickoff.
81 yards. And if you're New Bedford, you got to be saying, you got to be kidding me.
It's a back-breaking events for the Whalers. I mean, you do everything you can to try to get momentum, give up another special teams mistake. Again, the defense has given up 6, and it's 35-0, 35-6. I mean, it's got to be driving you crazy if you're a Whaler coach and staff and players. I mean, especially right before the half, you got some momentum, some positivity, and all of a sudden that happens, and tough.
Well, they come out in the swinging gate. Swings back to the line of scrimmage. I don't think Coach White wants any more points, to be honest with you. Very friendly with that entire staff across the way.
Aiden General to attempt the extra point.
Chandran in there, up. And it's
And the kick
through.
is good. And with
17
seconds
ticks
to
left
go
on the
in
stadium
second
clock.
quarter,
36-6. Let's watch this 81-yard return again.
A lot of good blocks. Andrews, number 6, and he just a lot of nice cutbacks and reads the field very well and off to the races. Good for him. People don't realize how scary and difficult it is to return kicks in high school football or at any level. So, you know, it's a lot of hard work and, you know, some guts to do that. So good for that young man.
Gonna call me old coming down again or no? Can't see though.
Coach Rossi, he remembers last week I made fun of him. He's getting a little older coming down those stairs. I wanted to know if I was going to give a little jab at him.
Coach Zexter hasn't made his way down yet. Special teams guy up there, you know.
Kickoff for the Indians.
Well, it's been a crazy first half if you're just tuning in live on YouTube across the world. Indians have scored 2 touchdowns from the line of scrimmage. Hart on a quarterback keeper and Gramlich from 2 yards out. But they got 36 points.
Just for the record, I'm getting some updates. People have said he was inbounds when he got hit. So it's not only me. So the watchers out there chiming in as well.
Here comes Coach Zexter. He comes down those stairs much nicer than Coach Rossi.
I lost 3 pounds from last time, he says.
And he says he lost 3 pounds since the last time. So these coaches do watch it.
They're always listening.
I always want to know what the people are saying around them. Kids are lucky at both schools. We know a lot of the staff across the way at New Bedford and everyone on the Dartmouth sideline. Very fortunate to have Coach White and his staff. Always have great teams, but
Jules Johnson at quarterback.
teams that
First
are
and
well
10
coached
for the Whalers
and respect
on
the
their own
opponent.
20-yard line.
And as New Bedford is
And
just
he
going to
kneels
take
on the ball.
a knee. Just one final thought on being a parent. It's very tough, but Colin Lynch had one of the greatest lines to me when I was coaching Little League baseball. He said, just tell your team one thing. There's 600 kids in the league. Everyone's going to play for the Red Sox. And by the time they're seniors at Dartmouth High, most will have their license. Most will have to pay for their car insurance. Most will have girlfriends. Most will experiment with a beer or two. And most will have the opportunity to go to college, pass it in their applications. And it's hard to put a team together. And by the way, there's only 15 kids on the team. So just tell the parents to enjoy it. Has been many Major League Baseball players in the Major League Baseball system. So just from an old timer, from the great athletic director and high school coach here for many years, Coach Lynch. Just a reminder to parents, go to the games, have a great time, enjoy your children, because look what happens. They grow up and broadcast next to you, which is one of the greatest thrills of my life. When you're not an athlete anymore, you had your son who once played here. It's a special treat. All right, stay tuned for the award-winning Dartmouth High School Marching Band, led by Doc Nunes. He's going to do it. This is a first. Doc is going to lead the band from his seat up here. Never been done before in the history of the band. So, on 3, Doc. 1, 2, 3. You're on. And we're
Hello, I'm Magnolia McComish, the town's communications coordinator and the host of What's Cooking. Ever wondered what town employees cook up when they're off the clock?
Or you could add linguiça or chorizo, anything really that you have on hand.
Join us for What's Cooking in Town. Each episode features town employees whipping up delicious dishes while we dive into exciting town projects and initiatives.
One of the next things that we're looking to get online and try to give people an option to not have to go out of their way so much is dump stickers with the DPW.
We will stir up conversations on how these developments benefit our town. Tune in, cook along, and discover how we are building a better community one meal at a time.
You can also add it right before you're ready to serve it. It's going to be a little while before we can eat this. This is really hot.
Sundays at 10 a.m. or on Dartmouth Community Media's YouTube channel.
It is Fairhaven 42, Case High School, nothing. Drum major, is the band ready? Drum major, you may take the field for performance. Ladies and gentlemen, the Dartmouth High School Band and Color Guard. I'm John Nunes, your announcer, and on behalf of the Dartmouth High School football team and marching band members, thank you for your attendance here this evening. How about we welcome back to the field your Dartmouth High School Indians.
Welcome back, everybody, as we get set to call all the second half action here from the stadium. It was a crazy first half. Indians on top by a score of 36-6. Andrew, the offense only scored 2 touchdowns out of the 36 points.
Kickoff for the Indians. Eden Gendron.
It's been a crazy game, a lot of wacky special teams plays and mistakes. And we already have a whistle on special teams here in the second half.
Let's start the second half with a flag.
But back to the first half, though, if you're the Indians, you're extremely happy with how your offense ran. All your studs, Hart, Gremlick, Andrews got involved. Special teams was an issue. However, great return for a kickoff right before the end of the half. So some positives along the negatives. The Whalers, a lot of work to do in the second half.
Legal procedure against the Indians on the kickoff. Brings the ball back to the 35-yard line.
So they'll cost the Indians 5 yards as we begin to call all the action here to start the second. I think senior night, you might see the seniors come out for one offensive series for the Indians, and I think Ricky will pack it in for the night and get a lot of the JV kids in there. And like I said, these staffs, they've been best friends for a number of years, and there's so much respect between the two that I'm sure Ricky can look across the way and say, well, our offense only scored 2 touchdowns. We're scoring points off your mistakes as Gendron once again kicks it into the end zone, and New Bedford will start 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Andrew, they've had trouble scoring all season. I think that's a season average right there at 6. And I don't think they're going to do much better. They've struggled all night long on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, it's almost kind of 2 steps forward, 1 step back. They do a lot of positive things, then all of a sudden it's 3rd and 6, 7, 8, and then there's a penalty or an interception, and just kind of shot themselves in the foot all night long. I mean, Cologne's on the ball pretty hard. He's had a nice game on the ground, but Johnson drops back to pass, and he's running for his life and makes kind of, panic throws almost for pick sixes. So it's been a long road.
There's Johnson off the ball fake.
On the keeper.
That was Johan Johnson of the Indians. Tackling his last name mate.
Johnson on Johnson crime.
Had I put 5 cents when you were born into the stock, Johnson & Johnson, I wouldn't be standing here doing this.
Me either.
2nd and 5 here for the Whalers. Single back set. There's Cologne, right side, smashing his way through for a 7-yard gain. Michael Hawk, along with Ray Grimlick,
in on the tackle.
making the stop. Not before the Whalers pick up a first down. Cologne runs hard.
He's run hard all night long. I mean, some of those. See some of those kids that you can tell like contact. He looks like he's a runner who likes contact. Grimlick's a kid who likes contact. The kid Jolly from Aponic, when we saw him last year, he's a kid who looked like he liked the contact. So I'm not sure what grade he's in, but.
Well, Montero is down for the Whalers. Train is out there. We'll step aside for a moment while they attend the injured Whaler.
Walks off the field under his own power.
So that's good news for Niall Montero. Junior got up under his own power and walked over to the sideline. 1st and 10
on their own 34-yard
from their own 35-yard line. Johnson off the ball fake, looking for room on the perimeter, picks up a couple. Marcus Andrews was in there along with Quinn to make the stop.
Got to know where to go on that play for Johnson. Kept it on his own and thought he had some room to the outside, but nice play by Quinn and others that locked that up on the outside before he gets in the open space.
It will be 2nd and 8. Ball is on the Whaler 36-yard line.
Is the 30-point rule in effect? Is it 30 is the number?
I think it's higher than that in the 3rd quarter. I think 30 in the 4th. but the coaches could agree to have that run, though.
Indians.
Johnson the pass.
Blitz, and Johnson's going to take it to the outside. And he's going to be chased out of bounds. Michael Hawk was there.
Runs out of bounds.
Decided not to take Mike on and just stepped along the sideline. That's a gain of 4.5 on the play. Bring up third down to about 3.
Yeah, he's had some success tonight running, getting out of the pocket. You can tell he's an athlete. Just scampered and stepped out of bounds right before the first down mark. So taking enough hits tonight, I think, or he can jump out of bounds in that one.
Indians have their starting defensive unit out there for the most part. It looked like they were going to bring in some extra men there defensively on the snap. Whistles blow. And let's see what they're going to call here. Offside Indians.
It's a 5-yard penalty. That's enough for a Whaler first down.
That'll give New Bedford a first down.
The Whalers have been given some gifts by the Indians tonight on 3rd and longs and 4th and longs, and they haven't been able to do anything with it. So maybe this drive they can get something going off a Indian mishap. So long way to go still.
Snooping around at halftime, most people think the Indians will have a home game next Friday night. So go to the school website. You can check in with the Bedford Standard Times and check on the internet and see who the matchup might be.
Montero on the carry.
This is Montero, and he takes a pop along the Indian sideline.
Good pursuit there by the Indians. And Andrews in there.
Stevens.
Andrews is in there early. Couldn't make the tackle, but kind of broke up that momentum of him getting upfield. So good all-around play by the Dartmouth defense here.
It will be 2nd and 5 for the Whalers.
Bring up 2nd and medium now for New Bedford. Just going at it one play at a time by the Whalers. They just don't have a juggernaut offensively. This young man's trying to do his best to get something going, and Marcus Andrews says, well, we'll just throw you for a couple-yard loss.
So watching that play, he's athletic, but there's 3 Indian defenders right there unblocked. I mean, he's got nowhere to go. So now you're setting yourself back on a 3rd and 8, and that way you're just at 2nd and 6. So, I mean, I don't know if that's the read he read wrong or what, but, I mean, that play, again, you have 3 defenders there, no one helping him block. You can see him just trying to get out of bounds before he gets hit again. It's just a slow process for the Whalers offense throughout the entire season, apparently.
We got winds blowing through the press box here. It's supposed to be a cool weekend, but tonight's been a beautiful night for high school football. 3rd and long here. Johnson got time, gets tripped up, and almost throws another pick. Mike Hawk was there defensively for the Indians.
Michael Houck on the coverage.
Cologne was the intended receiver. Now we have another injury.
That's twice Mike Hawks almost had a shoestring interception tonight. But good pressure by the Indians to force that quick throw and break up in a 4th and 8.
So let's talk about where Paul Santos is tonight. Usually Paul's alongside. He does Dartmouth Community Media's high school hockey. Does a great job for us. But we've entered the town employees cook-off. First it was going to be, he wants to stick to his Portuguese heritage, as you know. And first it was bacalhau, and just didn't find the right codfish, so I'm told. So now I heard he's scouting for a casoya sandwich. And he says his grandmother has a special recipe. So we'll see as we look on the press box. Hi, everybody. Great to see everybody out there. So 4th down. New Bedford's going to punt it away.
Here we go again, special teams. Let's see what can happen second half.
For the Whalers.
Waters back to kick.
Jaden Newton's Medeiros.
Another high snap. Waters does a nice job, rides it out. Short kick. Indians fair catch it down at the 31-yard line by Jaden Nunes Medeiros. And let's see if Ricky starts the quarter with his starting lineup. It looks like Hart will be out there, and the rest of his teammates.
For the Indians.
I think it's hard, Andrew, as a head coach, and it's senior night, and it's 36-6, but New Bedford's given you over half the points.
Yeah, and I think if you go to the kids and say, yeah, you want to take a breather, no one's going to say, yeah, it's senior night, it's in Bedford. You're having a great time out there, but, I think after last week they didn't have a really solid game, so I think, keeping them in there, making sure everyone's kind of got their best going forward into the playoffs is also a good thing to have. You don't want these guys resting too much or running too high going into a game, so it's nice to have the little momentum going in, work on things that you want to work on going forward.
Here's a young man after a 9-yard gain. Ray Grimlick really came on beginning of last year. He had a really solid junior year. It's carried on to his senior year as well.
Yeah, I mean, everyone kind of said, you got this kid Hart, you got this kid Andrews, and no one really knew Grimlick. I don't think, maybe I'm wrong, but then throughout the season he starts breaking these inside runs, and he had a heck of a season, and was playing more defense, and he's turned into a really, really solid high school football player. He should be proud of himself.
Second and short here for Jackson Hart. There's Marcus. He got himself the first down. He is looking for more. He's out to midfield, where he's tackled in the secondary. The Indians will have it first and 10.
Brings the ball out to midfield. That's enough for an Indian first down.
Nice blocking by the Indians out front. Marcus puts his head down and just gets another 10 or so yards. And Andrews and Gremlin kind of get whatever they want tonight, which is nice to see, after a tough week last week against Bridgewater Raynham.
There's a fake jet sweep. Jackson Hart back to the line of scrimmage. Knocked off his feet there. Gonzalez, along with Desmaris, make the stop on the Indian quarterback.
Yeah, that was a very nice defensive play there by Devon Shields, number 51. Stayed home, read his keys, read Hart, stayed with the quarterback, so.
Turned him inside.
Yep.
Gang tackle there for no gain, 2nd and 10. Gramlich pushing himself forward for a gain of 4, and here comes a late flag. Shields was in on the stop, along with Cologne. But we do have a marker down, and a personal foul face mask will go against New Bedford High School. So you see the Whalers marching backwards.
That's a 15-yard penalty.
And that's going to give Dartmouth High School a first down.
To the 32-yard line of the Whalers.
The Indians will have it just outside the Whaler 30-yard line with a first down. Not that they need possession of the football, but the longer this goes on, the less chance New Bedford's going to get the ball back too many more times in this game. Not that it really is going to make much of a difference. Ricky just running the ball. Here's Hart. Gets through the first wave of tacklers. Gets tripped up. That's Cologne on the tackle.
Nice job by Hart to read that. Gets upfield quickly. Cologne's had a nice game on offense and defense. If there's anything to take from this game, I mean, you got a guy like Cologne on your team. I don't know if he's a senior or junior, but.
Of the Whalers.
Second down at about 3.5 to go. Just at the 5-minute mark here in the third. Wasn't that a great performance by the Dartmouth High School band at halftime? There's the Whalers come across and flag down. Now, Peter Chase knows I'm a keen observer of referees. So after we see what happens here, they're going to talk it over. And I threw the flag. Offside. All right, now we go back before that, Peter. I want to see if this guy's got. I think the Russian judge would give him a 3. If we can get that up, fellas. You guys sleeping down there? You with us? I'm looking for the guy throwing the flag at the end of the play. We'll run it after this.
First and 10 for the Indians on the Whaler 20-yard line.
They're saying they don't have it. They got replay. What do you mean they don't have it? Is it reverse? Andrews has it. Andrews heading for a touchdown, and he's in. A little trickery by the Indians.
By Marcus Andrews.
Nice cell drive there by Hart. Kind of just stands there and then waits till the block gets Cologne, who's been a tackling machine for the Whalers. Give this kid some space, open field, and that's all he needs. Little crease, and he's off to the races.
This ups the Indian lead to, you can't beat us. It's 42-6. Ricky's still going with the swinging gait. Gendron to attempt the point after touchdown. Hart to hold. Everything looks good, including the kick.
And the kick is good.
So that'll probably do it for the evening for the Indian starters, I would think. Clock stop with 4:28 to go in the third. It's 43-6 Indians. Now I get a little disappointed, Andrew, when my dear friend Peter Chase says, we don't have that. Oh, there you go. There are the seniors. Isn't that nice? When he says he doesn't have a replay, because if I was a Russian judge, the referee, it was a terrible throw by him. This was not good. He did it like 2 seconds after somebody else threw it, so he just said, what the heck, I'll throw mine. Okay, I'm getting yelled at. Now watch this. If you're a judge in the Olympics, watch the guy at the top of your screen. The play's over. Now watch him. Watch him. Watch. Oh, my goodness. You can do better than that. Right. I mean, I'm a keen observer of this. Thank you, Peter. You yelled in my ears. I'm an old man, you know. What do you give that on a scale of 1 to 10? What kind of throw would you give that? I give it a 4.
You're generous. I give it a 2.
A 2.
They had no effort. Didn't really look enthusiastic about it.
No, there was no enthusiasm with that throw.
There was no panache, right?
Right.
No.
Just, boy, you young kids, where'd you learn that with your mother?
I don't know.
Les Collin and Brett Sharple's back deep for the Whalers.
I'm a fan of the arts.
So is your father. It's a family inside joke. Okay, it's 43-6. Now we start to have funny talking. Hayden just line drives that through the end zone.
And the kick is through the end zone. It will be a touchback.
You know, last week for you viewers, and we do have a lot, you'd be surprised how many thousands of people watch this game on replay throughout the week on YouTube. And last week, Lori Lois, she's here from the Standard Times in front of us, and she was shocked that we couldn't give the Rolls Royce away. That the man declined it. Nice gentleman, by the way. So if Peter Chase gives me the okay, I still have the 2025 Rolls Royce ready to give away to a fan of the game. But I have to get permission.
Yeah.
Johnson at quarterback.
Wait on that sign off.
Collin on the
That's
run.
Cologne, ball carrier. Give him a lot of credit. He ran the ball hard, played well defensively, given everything he has in this ball game. And when it's 43-6, it's hard to give your best effort.
For the Whalers on their own 54-yard line.
They throw it out to the perimeter. Indians have it well defended, but now
Pass to Waters is complete.
Waters is coming back this way. Nice play by Waters, and he's finally run out of bounds around the 37-yard line. Michael
Run out of
Hawk
bounds by Michael Hawk.
there to get him. There's young Waters. That was a nice play, trailing by a large margin. Indians had him trapped to the far side, Andrew, and he said, wait a minute, let me find another way out of here.
Yeah, a lot of running.
38-yard line of the Whalers. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Whalers.
Just been that kind of night for the Whalers. And when you're all that room for 10-yard gain.
And they pick up a first down.
Yeah.
Keep possession of the football.
Stayed in bounds, too. Excellent.
Some newer plays in there defensively for the Indians. This is Cologne. And he's out for a solid run of 10, and that should be enough for a Whaler first down. It is. He'll move the sticks along the far sideline.
And Ethan Davis in on the tackle. And that's enough for Whaler first down. 1st and 10 for the Whalers on their own 49-yard line.
Maybe wondering at home, I believe in the third quarter, you have to have a 40-point advantage in order for the clock to continue to roll. So we'll see what happens when we get into the fourth quarter. That's Johnson wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. Desiree there to greet him.
And Cameron Santos in on the tackle.
Santos as
for
well.
the Indians.
Desiree's had a few tackles this game.
Gain of 1 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 9 for the Whalers.
We have a
Ball is right
jam-packed booth here tonight. There's no room. We got the local newspaper. We have WNBH, of course, Dartmouth Cable Media. The great Dot Noons, greatest public address announcer of all time. Here's a trivia question for you people in Dartmouth. Is he a real doctor or not? We'll give you the answer midway through the fourth.
Oh, movement. Whoa, whoa.
Well, they didn't blow the whistle. Players thought perhaps it was an issue, and Cologne's going to lose a couple.
The referee there at the 3-point, the guy you gave a 4 to couldn't get the flag out. Just let the play go. Reached for it. Ooh, can't get it out.
Johnson in on the tackle.
Whoops.
Loss of 2 on the play. It will be 3rd and 11.
He's been a little off tonight with his. You gave him a 2. What would you score him on that one?
0. Didn't complete the display.
I think you actually have to throw the flag in order to be scored, so we'll give him another try.
Yeah.
Good for him. He's out there doing great for kids in the high school, taking his time away from his family out here so these kids can enjoy high school football.
Johnson a
There's
pass.
Johnson. Here's the rush. Dumps it. Cologne. It's been a 2-man show all evening. And Cologne takes a hard hit along the near side. That's Derek Stevens.
Pushed out of bounds by Derek Stevens. Brings the ball down to the 44-yard line of the Indians.
This is a one-handed catch by
It will
Cologne.
be 4th and 3
It'll
for
bring
the
up
Whalers
4th down. Whalers will go for it.
on the Indian 43-yard line.
Clock stopped here at the stadium. We welcome our viewers along YouTube Live. Jim and Andrew Thompson here in the booth, along with a large crowd. And a strong wind has picked up. Here's Johnson. Here comes the rush. They're going to get him in the backfield and turn the ball over on downs. Cameron Santos, linebacker, came across, read it nicely. Forces New Bedford to give the ball back to the Indians.
Oh, good for Cameron Santos. You know, not a starter, but getting his name out there, the sack,
For the Indians.
a big 4th down, and turnover on downs, and
46-yard line.
good for that young man.
Let's see what the Indians do offensively. We see some substitutes coming in.
Looks like there's a lot of shuffling before this play, so it looks like a whole new Gentry's now in at quarterback, so all new
Gendron now a quarterback for the Indians.
line change.
I expect a lot of this young man at quarterback in the upcoming years, and
Tom Palatroni on the
that's
carry.
Palatroni, the ball carrier. He's a 10th grader, is Palatroni. Welcome to varsity football, and unfortunately there's an
Vinny
injured
Sylvia on the tackle.
Whaler. He's got to get up slowly.
Official timeout.
I just got a text from Paul Santos. He's going back to the Buckle Yow. Can't make up his mind here.
Maybe you should do both. A feast.
Yeah, it could be a bit. Well, I think he works at the Portuguese Feast, which is a great tradition. I know Doc Noon skipped my birthday party all over a gift because he went to the feast. So again, the trivia question to be answered in the fourth.
And that's the end
Is
of the
Doc
third quarter
Noons
with the score.
a real doctor?
Dartmouth Indians 43,
Text at
Bedford Whalers 6.
508-916-1819. Is he a medical doctor? Did he get a doctorate degree from college? Why do they call him the doctor? Or is he not a doctor? Text. We'll let you know the answer in a few moments. Third quarter has come to an end. There's your score. Indians 43, Whalers 6. And I just got notification from our director that the Rolls Royce is here at the stadium.
It's behind the 18-wheeler over there.
Yep, it's hidden over there by the Dartmouth High truck. It's a brand new 2025, and a lucky fan will have the opportunity to win that. There it is. So you can't see it. They say it may be inside the truck, because Peter didn't want to get it damaged in any way. So thank God we have a good band director that won't all of a sudden take off. Imagine that if he just said the heck with it. Dartmouth is blowing him out. I'm just going to start the trailer, take off, and he's got the Rolls Royce in there. That'd be terrible. So I believe we're going to have a running clock, which is great. As far as I'm concerned, I can start running it right now. There you go.
Will be running time.
Aiden Gendron, quarterback. This is Ethan Davis.
Davis on the carry.
Davis gets up, says, boy, this is varsity football. That hurt.
Sanders on the tackle.
3rd and 9 here
Eight of one
for
on the play. It will be
the
3rd
Indians.
and 9
Well, it's good
for
to see
the
some of these
Indians.
kids in 11th grade, Ethan Davis and some other guys getting some playing time. And, this is kind of where a guy like Remler kind of started to get some confidence building up to those, what he's done in the last couple of years. So it's nice to see some young kids. Will Pollen's gotten in there. He's a young guy. He showed some flashes in the past. Gendron, who's only a sophomore at quarterback. So it's good to see the future out here. And
Gendron on the carry.
And Gendron's going to be dropped for a loss of 1. Harris in on the
Harrison
stop.
on the tackle for
Boy, my wife's not going to be happy with me. I had a hot dog, and
loss
I think
of
there's
1 on
been
the play.
more
It will
mustard
be
on my jacket
4th
than
and 10
was on the hot dog.
for the Indians.
When you walk in the door, the first thing she says,
46
instead of saying, hi, how was the game? She's got to clean me up at all times. It's like, what did you do? Have a hot dog at the game? And you go, yeah, I'm an old man. It happens.
that was a good. I'm going to get shot with a paintball.
Oh, dear goodness. Time running, under 10 to go. Big lead here for the Indians. Punt formation.
Sharples and Collin back deep.
Low snap. Line drive kick. It'll be
Sharples
returned
on.
by New Bedford. This is Sharples.
Return.
got room down that far sideline. He's across midfield and into Indian territory.
Brought down by Ethan Davis.
Dangerous line drive kicks. Nice return, though.
Nice play by Ethan Davis, staying with it.
1st and 10 for the Whalers on the Indian 44-yard line.
I believe that was a net loss of 2 after the return. Clock rolling. 9 minutes to go. Waters back in there at quarterback for New Bedford. Waters hands it off. New running back in there. That's Colin Broyles.
Royals on the carry.
He's a sophomore. Gets his first varsity carry of the evening. Picks up a couple.
Cameron Santos
Approaching
in
the
on the tackle.
8-minute mark. Santos
2 on the play.
there for
Will be
the Indians.
2nd and 8 for the Whalers. On
You
the
did take a
Indian
look at that Rolls
42-yard
Royce. Did you
line.
like it?
I did. Unfortunately, we're unable to get in the running. A little bit of a nice gift.
Yeah, well, I can change the rules.
Sean
I
Waters
don't
in
want Peter
quarterback
Chase to get in
for
trouble
the
with the
Whalers.
town. Well, there's a little trouble in the backfield, and Waters is going to take it to the far sideline,
Waters
picks
on
up
the
a few.
carry.
There
Bryce
for the
Desiree on the
Indians was
tackle.
Bryce Desiree. He's had a nice game. He's been on a few tackles tonight.
Yeah, he's called his name a few times tonight.
Brings the ball out to the 39
I believe he's got a sack on the night as well, so good for him.
3rd and 5 now for the
It will be
Whalers.
3rd and 5 for the Whalers on the Indian 39-yard line.
Clock stopped there for a moment. Guy sitting to our right. Running the clock up here in the booth. Waters hands off and running with the football is Broyles. He's going to be close to that first down he was looking for. Under 7 to go now.
Tom Palatroni in on the tackle.
Going to bring up 4th down.
4th and less than 1.
Brings the ball down to the 35-yard line of the Indians. It will be 4th and 1 for the Whalers.
Whalers will go for it here on 4th down and short. Waters going to keep
Waters
it.
on the carry.
He's got the first down. Looking for more along the near sideline. Got to be
Jaden
chopped
Nunes-Medeiros
out of
on the
bounds.
tackle.
Nunes Medeiros there for the Indians.
Well, that's enough for a Whaler first down.
Clock
It'll be
continues
1st
to
and 10
roll
for the
down to the
Whalers
6-minute mark.
on the Indian
We're only
27-yard
moments
line.
away from giving the Rolls Royce. I think, Lori, you leaving us? Always nice to see you. You have any words for the people in Dartmouth? Want to wish them happy Thanksgiving or anything?
Yes.
Well, go ahead.
Happy Thanksgiving. I'll be here, right? Or actually, no. It's
Okay.
baby.
Okay.
I will be.
Excellent reporter is Lori. You can read her
Royals on the carry.
in the Standard Times as Broyles
Met by a
gets
host
taken
of
down by a lot of
Indians.
Indians there. Now, Andy, we like to include everybody, right?
Yeah, sure.
You seem like you're losing interest. Are you all right?
Loss of 2 on the play. It will be
Hanging in.
2nd and 12 for the Whalers.
You've got friends on both sides of the football over here.
Did you get my car?
Things are so bad, the Indian coaches are coming down early. Coach Sexter, you lost 2 pounds since last week. You look good. And here comes the old man, Coach Rossi. He's starting to walk like me. There he comes. He finally made it down safe and sound. Very nice. He'll be at school Yeah, he'll be at school Monday, kids.
Knocked out of bounds by Adam Gomes.
All right, so here's the answer to the trivia question. Is Doc Nunes a real doctor?
Brings the ball down
And
to
the answer is
25-yard line.
no.
It will be third
Doc
and
Nunes
8.
was a trainer back in the late 60s, early 70s for the Dartmouth High School varsity athletes, and he could tape an ankle, Andrew, and you folks in Dartmouth like no one else. Thus the name Doc Nunes. So if he comes to your house and you got some illness and he says, I'm a doctor, don't trust him. Take 2 Tylenol and call your doctor. A real doctor.
Ethan Davison on the tackle.
Now, see the guys in the truck. Can you tape? Does he do dental work?
Brings the ball down
That
to the
just isn't
14-yard
right.
line of the
There's New
Indians.
Bedford knocking at the door here
First
late in
and
this
10
one.
for the Whalers on the Indian 14-yard line.
Royals Royce coming up at the 2-minute mark. Peter Chase got his work cut out for him.
Better hurry up, the crowd's starting to leave.
Waters looking for running
Waters on
room.
the carry.
And no way that's going anywhere.
Tyler
Big number
Hathaway in on the tackle.
64 was there. Tyler Hathaway making a stop. Second and 11 now for New Bedford.
Loss of 1 on the play. It will be second and 11.
They came
for
into the
Wales.
game scoring
Ball
at
is
about
on
this
the
rate,
Indian
6, and
15-yard line.
guess that's about the way they're going to finish unless they can punch one in here against the Indian backups.
Yeah, it's been a long evening for the Whalers, unfortunately, and they play hard. They do everything they, as a coach, you want them to. It just, they're not seeing the product finish the drives.
And they run it here, and that's Broyles.
Rolls on the carry.
I mean, they are without Goodine. I haven't seen Goodine play, but when your starting running back goes down, he's kind of your workhorse. Puts a lot more pressure on everybody, and
Mason.
unfortunately tonight they ran into a Dartmouth team that was ready to play too. I mean, offense and defense the first half, the Indians are ready to go.
3rd and 10. We're 12 seconds away from a possible winner of a 2025 Rolls Royce. Fan of the game. We're on YouTube, so you can like call, right?
Yeah, you can text
well,
your friend
maybe
if you
that's
win.
against the rules. I think that's cheating. So we'll see. Here's Waters, option.
Oh.
Indians do a nice job defending it. Knock them out of bounds along the far sideline. Okay, boys in the truck, let's go. There we go. Let's keep going. I think those high school kids. Let's see.
Brings the ball down to the 13-yard line. It will be 4th and
Now, we're not giving away Tonka toys to the young kids. We're trying to give away a car here. Right there, the guy with the what? The girl with the white hair. They're telling me they're right there. Okay.
Oh.
If you come up in the next 5 seconds, you win a Rolls Royce. Indians do a nice job there defensively. That's Broyles, the ball carrier. So that young woman had a chance with 50 seconds to go.
And the Indians will take over on
The
downs.
Indians take over on downs. And, Peter Chase, this will be the second week in a row we can't give away the Rolls Royce. But better luck next time to that fine young lady. But in order to being chosen and not getting the car, here's what we're going to do for you. Go down the Faye's Pizza this week. Say you watch the game on Dartmouth Cable Media, and you win a free pizza. How's that? You don't get the car, but you get a free pizza. And put it on Doc Nunes' account. So the Indians are going to take a knee, and that is going to do it here from the stadium. Final score, Indians 43, New Bedford 6.
And that's the ball game.
Next week,
Final
Andrew,
score.
right now the Indians slated 7th in Division III mass schoolboy football ratings I believe it's 16 teams get in.
Yep.
So if all goes according to plan, and talking to several people at halftime, no one really knows how the system, like New Bedford's a Division I team, Dartmouth's 3, but New Bedford's record isn't any good, so you got to kind of figure out all the points. That's kind of hodgepodge. You really don't know what, but it seems as we stand here tonight with this victory, the Indians would be hosting a game next week.
I believe they get one home game as of right now. Was my understanding of how it all works. Like you said, it's kind of a difficult system to really put your hands around and figure out. But my understanding is if they won tonight, they have a home game next week, and we don't know who it's going to be, but we'll find out during the week, and the Indians should be ready to go. They had a nice showing tonight. Everybody came out to play in the first half, and second half was a little break for them. So it's a good night all around for the seniors, and they all should be happy. Some seniors made big plays. The three-headed monster kind of did their thing in the first half, got the lead for the Indians. So should be an excellent night if you're a high school senior.
Yeah, it was great to see the three kids. Hart, Gremlick, and 13. Marcus Andrews. Excuse me there for a moment. Doc Nunes was stabbing me with a pen. It was great to see those kids finish the regular season at home. Yep. Now we have the playoffs, and then going to finish the year over in Fairhaven, which is just steamrolling opponents again this year.
Yeah, that should be one heck of a Thanksgiving Day game. Last year was a great game. Both teams were, undefeated or close to being undefeated all year long. So most of those Fairhaven guys are back, to my knowledge, and a lot of these Dartmouth guys want revenge. So it should be a heck of a game on Thanksgiving Day.
Well, that will do it here from the stadium. There's your final score, 43-6. Indians win it. Look at the school's website. Check the Standard Times. Check your internet for next week's pairing. I'm sure it'll come out by Monday or Tuesday. Sunday. And actually, Doc Noon says Sunday it'll come out. So check on the internet, check with the school system, and we should be hosting a game here next Friday night as we leave the year with some great highlights by the Indians. And a special game here tonight for the seniors. We wish them well. There's your final score, 43 for the Indians, 6 for the Whalers. For my broadcast partner, Andrew Thompson, I'm Jim Thompson. Until next time, so long, everybody.